Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. We bring you all the latest and greatest updates on America's team. And wow, do we have a game-changing bombshell to talk about today? The Dallas Cowboys have just pulled off a massive trade that has everyone in the NFL buzzing. Myles Garrett, one of the most dominant pass rushers in the league, is heading to Dallas. Let that sink in for a moment. This move could redefine the Cowboys' season and maybe even their Super Bowl aspirations. So, buckle up and let's break this down. Now, if you're a die-hard Cowboys fan, you know the front office doesn't make moves like this lightly. For years, Dallas has been building its defense brick by brick, but this is a bold win-now move. Myles Garrett is not just any defensive player. We're talking about a generational talent, a guy who can completely take over a game. When you think about pairing him with Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, and the rest of this defense, the possibilities are downright scary. Can you imagine the pressure on opposing quarterbacks? We're talking about a nightmare scenario for offenses around the league. Let's take a moment to appreciate just how dominant Myles Garrett has been in his career so far. He's a two-time first-team All-Pro, a four-time Pro Bowler, and one of the fastest players ever to reach 80 career sacks. This man is a wrecking ball on the edge. And now, he's suiting up in the silver and blue. That's not just a boost for the defense, that's a culture shift. The Cowboys are making a statement with this trade. They're all in. So, how did this blockbuster trade come together? Well, sources say the negotiations between Dallas and Cleveland were intense. The Browns weren't exactly eager to part ways with their defensive cornerstone, but the Cowboys made an offer they couldn't refuse. Reports indicate Dallas sent multiple high draft picks and a key player to Cleveland to seal the deal. While the exact details of the trade are still coming out, it's clear that Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office were willing to pay a premium for a player of Garrett's caliber. And honestly, can you blame them? This is the type of move that could elevate the Cowboys to serious contenders. Now, let's talk about what this means for the Cowboys on the field. The defense has already been one of the best in the league this season. We've seen Micah Parsons wreak havoc, Trayvon Diggs locking down receivers, and DeMarcus Lawrence being his usual dominant self. But adding Myles Garrett to the mix? That's like putting a turbocharger on a sports car. Garrett's presence will free up Parsons to be even more versatile. Offensive lines won't know where to focus their attention. Do you double-team Garrett and leave Parsons one-on-one? Or do you focus on Parsons and risk Garrett blowing up your quarterback? Either way, it's a lose-lose situation for opposing offenses. And let's not forget about the impact this will have on the Cowboys' secondary. A better pass rush means quarterbacks have less time to throw, which leads to more mistakes. Guys like Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore are going to feast on those opportunities. This defense was already a takeaway machine, and now it's about to level up in a big way. But it's not just about what this trade does for the defense. This move sends a message to the entire organization and the league. The Cowboys are tired of the same old narrative. They're tired of hearing that they haven't been to an NFC championship game in almost 3 decades. They're tired of falling short in the postseason. This trade is a signal that they're done playing it safe. They're going all in, and they're not afraid to take risks to win now. Of course, a move like this isn't without its risks. The Cowboys are giving up significant draft capital, and that's always a gamble. Draft picks are the lifeblood of any NFL team, and sacrificing future assets can be a double-edged sword. But here's the thing, Myles Garrett is a proven commodity. You know exactly what you're getting with him, a game changer, a leader, and a player who can single-handedly tilt the balance of a game. That kind of talent is worth the price, especially for a team that's already built to win. Let's take a moment to think about what this trade means for the Cowboys locker room. Bringing in a player like Garrett isn't just about X's and O's. It's about leadership and mentality. Garrett is a competitor, a guy who leads by example, and that's going to resonate with this team. Imagine the impact he'll have on younger players like Osa Odigizua and Sam Williams. Garrett's work ethic and approach to the game will set the tone for the entire defense. This trade isn't just about this season, it's about building a championship culture. And we can't overlook the psychological edge this gives the Cowboys. The NFC is wide open this year, and this move puts the Cowboys squarely in the mix as one of the favorites. Think about how opposing teams are going to feel preparing to face this defense. They're going to lose sleep trying to figure out how to block Garrett and Parsons. This trade doesn't just make the Cowboys better on the field, it makes them more intimidating. And in the NFL, sometimes that psychological edge can be the difference between winning and losing. Now, I know some fans might be worried about how this affects the Cowboys' salary cap situation. Let's address that. Yes, Garrett comes with a hefty price tag, but the Cowboys have been smart with their contracts in recent years. They've structured deals in a way that gives them flexibility, and they've shown they're willing to make the necessary moves to stay under the cap. Plus, you can't put a price on a Super Bowl window. If you have a chance to go all in, you take it? And that's exactly what the Cowboys are doing here. So, what's next for the Cowboys? Well, the schedule doesn't get any easier from here. But with Garrett in the fold, this team is better equipped to handle whatever comes their way. The offense is already one of the most explosive in the league, and now the defense is shaping up to be just as dominant. This is the most complete Cowboys team we've seen in years, and the addition of Garrett takes them to another level. Cowboys Nation, this is the kind of move that gets you excited about what's possible. It's not just about the playoffs, it's about the big picture. This team has the talent, the coaching, and now the mindset to make a deep run. Myles Garrett isn't just a player, he's a difference maker. And now he's a Cowboy. Let me know what you think about this blockbuster trade in the comments. Are you as hyped as I am about the potential of this defense? Do you think this is the move that finally gets us over the hump? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to smash that like button if you're fired up about the Cowboys' future. And hey, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We're going to be breaking down everything about this trade and what it means for the Cowboys moving forward. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Cowboys!